Made it up to around 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's planning committee, May 21st, 2024. Welcome to the planning committee. Those that are here online, and those that care to watch it on catch up, it's on YouTube. Just a bit of housekeeping. I'm not aware of any fire alarms scheduled for this evening. There are. Hear an alarm, make your way through the news door, assemble outside in the garden there to the selection. The first item of business tonight, declarations of interest. I've got one declaration to make myself. Sitting on the Aspire board, I shall no longer take part in proceedings, right and full application for major development to London High Street. Avenue Norton. Councillor Chris will be taking part for that session. Minutes of the previous meeting, item 2. Are we all agreed that that's a true and accurate record of proceedings of the 23rd of April 2024? That's a show of hands. Thank you, that's unanimous. Do we have any apologies tonight? One, Councillor Jones. Councillor Brook. Councillor Brock. Councillor Young. Williams, Deputy for Councillor Jones. It's just the first item of substantive business. It's item number 3. Application for major development. I shall now leave the chair. People hands of Councillor Chris, Vice Chairman. Good
evening, everyone. So we have now item 4, the application for major development, ACR Avenue. Do we have a presentation? We have a presentation.
Thank you, Joe. So the application seeks full planning permission for 54 affordable dwellings land adjacent to Acacia Avenue in Mercer. The application site is one of the proposed sites included within the regeneration master plan for Nutton, which was commissioned by the Borough Council in 2020. In respect of location, the site lies within the central area of Nutton, land which previously used as a recreation centre. Surrounding land uses are a mixture of commercial and residential properties, with the majority of nearby buildings being 2-storey in height. The site is largely made up of brownfield lands that comprises of large areas of existing hard standing. However, a play area and an area of public open space lie in the western and southern parts of the site. The proposed layout will see the existing access to the north of the site utilised and a new repositioned access point decreased to the south-west along Acacia Avenue. Housing density will be reflective of nearby housing arrangements, and the proposed dwelling types would consist of a mixture of detached, semi-detached and terrace properties. Play area located in the western part of the site would be improved and expanded as part of the proposal. However, the area of open space located adjacent to Acacia Avenue, along with an existing row of trees, would be removed to accommodate proposed development. So the main road through the site would be an adopted highway, which is shown in the darker grey colour. See from the north east going through to the bottom of the southwest. There are 6 smaller areas that will be unadopted highways, which is shown in the lighter grey colour. The one at the top, in the centre north, northwest, slightly further down onto the centre of the west, and in the southeast. So, bin storage would be to the rear of all properties, which are not visible within the street. With respect to parking, the proposal is in full accordance with the council parking standards. And we have received a formal response from the Highway Authority. And that they raised no objections to the proposal, subject to a number of conditions. These conditions are outlined in the second supplementary report of this application. With respect to amenity, the proposed layout ensures that the house will achieve acceptable separation distances in accordance with the council's space around dwellings SPG. With all plots also having an acceptable amount of private amenity space. No objections have been received from council for environmental health team. So here are some of the examples of the house designs proposed. The chosen designs are considered to integrate well with the local design vernacular, with attractive traditional detailing being included on all elevations. You can see details along the windows and the form or arched brickwork, and also the inclusion of finials, sort of detailed chimney stacks as well. Here's an example of some of the terrace properties. Again, you can see on the side elevations that do include detailing to ensure that there's no large areas of blank brickwork. Here's an example of one of the properties as well, all the similar designs. So all the properties would be red brick, there wouldn't be any render, with the majority of the detailing also being comprised of detailed brickwork. The exception would be the stone, so the artificial stone window sills. So here are some of the examples of the materials proposed. The actual materials themselves would likely be conditions, so we get the exact details at a later date. But the general use of traditional red brickwork is considered to be appropriate in the context of the site. So this is the northwestern section of the site. This is taken from High Street. This is another photo of the sort of central area of the site, viewed from the north. Another photo of the centre of the site. This is looking west. And then this is another photo from the centre, but this is looking south towards the area, which will be extended. So this is the first access point. So this is the north of the site. So this is an existing access which would be utilised. You can see on the left. And so take note of the traditional red brick buildings to the right. And finally, this is the section of this is where the new access point would be the south of the site, so close to where that post is, and this is the centre of the post, so close to that point. So to summarise, the application is supported in principle, given that it would utilise a brownfield site in what is considered to be a highly sustainable location. The proposal will also provide good contribution to the council's housing supply, whilst providing 100% affordable housing scheme. As noted in the first supplementary report, the affordable housing provision will be secured through its condition. It demonstrated that the design and appearance of the scheme would be of appropriate quality that would not harm people amenity in the area, with on-site planting and biodiversity enhancements and other environmental objectives will be secured through conditions. So the three overarching objectives of sustainable development will therefore be achieved. The application is brought to this committee for the recommendation for approval.
Charles, I believe you have 8 months to speak. Laura? Have 5 minutes to speak, and Jeff will give you a countdown as you come in.
My name is Laura Jones.
Can you read a bit more? Yes,
Thank you for allowing me to go to the evening. My name is Laura Jones Campbell. I'm the Development and Regeneration Leader at the site. Site is the lead plan for housing, please Newcastle-under-Lyme. Our aim is to make positive, lasting difference to individuals and communities by providing a blend of high quality affordable homes. The applicant to launch development is site development grant. As a non-profit organisation, our primary focus on providing affordable housing options to individuals, families and communities. We're excited about the opportunity to deliver sensible new affordable homes on site identified by the Borough Council with the overall table. We welcome your honest recommendation to approve the planning application. Business scheme represents the sustainable development on the key role of the site. With that vacant and reviews for a number of years. The primary site becomes key cost for providing much mass productive by the council. The input of each day is developed for a number of months hard work, beginning with an extensive pre-application process through to the formal planning application. We engage meaningfully and proactively with the planning officers and with key stakeholders well. In short, that the scheme 4 years was compliant with the plans and agriculture whilst responding to surrounding. Majority coordinates all technical planning matters that are appropriately dealt with this option application commission. There are technical grounds on the report refusal of the application. In particular, we demonstrated the proposal will have significant impact on the planning network that site can be appropriately drained and impact on the existing non-use of it. And proposal results may enable the council to identify use. The submission and I will respond to comments by our powers authority. These are amended that the appropriate access by the council to refuse vehicles. The pedestrians cyclists community safely outside. Furthermore, the proposal will deliver and transport open space with high quality playground will not only meet the needs of the safety of the proposal, but the pedestrians. To conclude, the scheme represents a positive investment on the key brownfield site. It is actually strong packages surroundings, concentrating on high quality scheme. If we use it, so area, I keep seeing the affordable homes. Thank you for your time today. I hope it supports the mission department.
Yeah, thank you very much. Shall we open it up for debate? Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I welcome this application. Seems to me that it does tick quite a lot of the boxes that we've aimed for this council. It's on a brownfield site. It's a site that's been disused for many years now, to be honest. And it's very welcome, I think, we've seen the dereliction that was there in the photographs that we had in the presentation. That this is going to bring that site back into active use. I also welcome the way that the applicant has interacted with members in discussing the sort of dwellings that are there. And again, I was very heartened by the photographs. We saw brick sets that mirror the traditional brickwork that we saw in Nutton. I was particularly pleased to see the detailing around fenestration of windows, the little relieving arches, the plinth work that was in the bricks as well. And again, any of us who've been up to Nutton and commercially, of course, Lyme brickworks will know that actually there's an awful lot of historical brickwork. Not actually, possibly literally a stone's throw away from where this site's being proposed. So I think that all of that is very welcome indeed. And of course, it is 100% affordable. Because of all of that, I am very much inclined to support this application. Indeed, I'm going to propose that we accept this application, but I'm going to put a rider in. And it is a shame that this developer has chosen the cheapskate route of not having fully adopted highways. It really is outrageous to pinch on pennies in this way. And it is very disappointing. Otherwise, I would have been absolutely brimming with praise for what's going on here. But I'm afraid that does leave a rather nasty taste in the mouth. That said, I think that the scheme overall, the pluses outweigh the minuses. It's just a shame there are some minuses, but I propose that we accept this application.
Councillor,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I'd like to second that proposal. It's a long time in coming, this development. We talked about this many years ago. Single reducing with the issues you've got with the SRV and the new. So it's really, really welcome to bring new life into the village, you know. They've lost so much over the years. Just a couple of points I'd just like to make. It is affordable. Whether a business on the agenda, it doesn't say how many rents, what rent, how many thought by, how many private. We mentioned those three items, all affordable, but again, what is the percentage of that side? Just the small negative, really, the residents concerns loss of bit of open space and the values they use as an excuse, but that's half a mile away and across two busy main roads. But then again, you know, it's a gain all the way through. I think it's really going to be great to see new houses in that village and well needed houses. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Johnson, council, next question.
Might just have to come back to you on the rent themselves. My internet's just gone down, so if you bear with me,
It doesn't say anywhere on the, well, yeah, sorry,
it will be told in the details on the application, but not myself involved.
Councillor Gordon?
Thank you, Chairman. The decision being just the way, Minister Borough councillors and some very welcome development. Utilising the brownfield site, and must be adding to the building in the borough. Like councillor here, I was disappointed to see you not in the road. I understand from the report that was circulated, 15 out of the 54 properties have been affected, which seems quite a high proportion. So to see that. I do have a couple of questions, really, just mainly relating to the conditions that the officers have set out in the report. Drainage. I noticed that one of the conditions was a detailed service water drainage scheme. I wonder who actually includes the final version. One thing that I've noticed wasn't in the conditions was dealing with construction hours. I noticed previously that has been. I wonder why that hasn't been in this particular. Finally, I suspect I know the answer to this, but I must. The removal of the category B and C trees in the southern section of the site. Is there any way that any of these trees will be preserved? Do they have to go in the development stage?
Councillor Gordon, Charles, can you answer any questions? Drainage, the construction hours, and possibility of saving trees?
Certainly. So the drainage scheme, we as a local authority would have the jurisdiction to approve that. We would run it past the local authority first for their sort of technical approval of it, and we wouldn't really move forward with it unless they want to do it in this instance. Regarding construction hours, that is typically a condition we use, and we can add that on. We have requested that construction management plan is submitted by the application, and that would probably include those details, but for security, we're planning to add that on as well. Standard construction hours. In respect to the trees, the row of trees that it's been removed next to the area of open space, unfortunately, there is no way they can really be preserved as part of the scheme. There are a number of trees that have been retained on site, along the boundaries for the most part, but that row in particular, fortunately, to achieve the amount of form boundary that this provided, the trees not being removed.
Councillor Ash?
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to thank the officer for providing the planning committee with a very comprehensive report this evening. It's good to see 54 100% affordable homes proposed for the Nottingham area. I agree with Councillor Gordon, it is disappointing that we're losing 10 mature trees. Trees are the ultimate carbon capture and storage machines. A tree at 10 years old will capture approximately 10 kilos of carbon a year. and the tree at 20 years will sequester approximately 23 kilograms of carbon a year. However, I thank the officer for meeting with me this afternoon so that we can look at the trees to see what options there were, and there aren't really any options regarding saving those 10 trees. However, there are 60+ trees going to be planted, so we don't have any biodiversity short-term gain, but long-term there will be some biodiversity gain, which I'm quite pleased about. Can the officer assure me that all trees being planted will be approved by the arboricultural team at the Borough Council and will be subject to a 5 years management plan? Also, on page 14 of the report, we read a number of enhancement measures, including bird and bat boxes. May I put in a request for some smaller bricks to be incorporated into the development? The swift bricks to be incorporated into the development. The swift brick offers a special nest box for these fast-flying birds which visit the local area every summer. They can be carefully fitted into the walls where you will barely notice them unless you look colour to match the brickwork. The bricks are sturdy, waterproof, and will not reduce the property insulation. Finally, if there's going to be any dividing fencing, maybe put in a request for some hedgehog highways. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Ashton. Charles, yeah, so trees, birds and bats.
Was like so yeah, well, certainly the trees, any landscaping scheme that's submitted, but would run that past our tree officers to make sure that they're happy with the species to be used. The standard condition we have in respect to the 5 years rule is it covers it that amount of time, and essentially the condition says that if any plant or tree that is removed in a 5-year period has to be replanted. So that'll be covered in the condition. Regarding the enhancement measures for biodiversity, so we have proposed a condition to ensure that all works are completed in accordance with the ecological appraisal. That does include hedgehog highways. They don't have swift bricks proposed, they do have swift boxes proposed as part of that. I'm not sure if that'll be acceptable or not. But if not, we could do a separate condition for swift bricks.
Okay, Councillor Beasley.
Hi, totally agree with my colleagues on trying to save the trees and yes, with bricks and hedgerow highways. Someone wrote in to ask about preserving the hedgerow. Is there a hedgerow that's being removed, and if so, is there a possibility of that being saved?
There is a hedgerow along the southwestern part of the site next to Acacia Avenue. Running through a landscaping scheme, it looks like it's difficult to say, but I'm saying that it might be altered or removed and a sort of row of trees positions there instead. I mean, as part of the landscaping scheme, we could ask that that just retain instead of large trees, anything like that. Some shit that retains seems to be any sort of reason to see it being removed.
That would be great.
Okay, anyone else? No? Okay, so we've got a proposal from Councillor Shear, seconded by Councillor Lewis. Do we want to put a condition about the swift bricks or that needs to be added to the or not?
I'm happy if the officer wants to speak directly with the developer to decide the best option on that one to do.
Yeah, I mean, we could add it into the wording part of the ecological condition, but probably the easiest way of doing that would just make specific mention to swift boxes, to list of the bricks. Is that way we don't have to add another condition on top of what we've already proposed?
Is that, yeah, if everyone's happy with that, then shall we take a vote? All those in favour? Anyone? Yeah. That's unanimous. Anyone? So
I bring Councillor Northcott back to the podium, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, I think it will be appropriate.
Okay, double service. Thanks, Nick, for sitting on that item for me. Thank you. Next item is item 5. Been advised that that application has been withdrawn. So brings us on to item 6 of the agenda. Application for the development Borough Lane, Newcastle-under-Lyme, Mrs. Halliday. I believe Joe, you're continuing this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, and hello everyone. Just share my screen a bit, please. Thank you. The proposal is for a part 2-storey and part single-storey extension at Rear Borough Lane, and also for an extension to the property of existing detached garage and alterations to its roof, together with various other external and internal alterations to the property. With respect to location, the application property lies within the Westlands Ward. It's an established residential area, and properties in the locality are largely also 2-storey detached dwellings of varying ages, styles and designs. See photos here of frontage, of side elevations, and of the rear garden. You also see here how the neighbouring properties windows might relate. Views down the garden and views also of the neighbouring property which run along the side of the rear garden. The existing plans and proposed plans. The proposed rear extension will extend across the full width of the dwelling. 2-storey rear element will project 2.91 metres from the rear elevation of the property, and the single-storey element will extend out approximately a further 2.4 metres to the rear with a lean-to roof. The proposed extension to the garage would extend the width and length of the existing garage by approximately 1.8 metres, allowing a connection with the main dwelling. The maximum height of the garage being 4.5 metres, the roof being changed from a flat roof one to a pitch one. There's a number of other internal changes inside the house. Proposed materials are all to match the existing. I'm happy to give further details on that if anyone has any questions. There are not considered to be any negative impacts on the immediate neighbours arising from the proposal. The reason the application has been brought before committee today is that the applicant is a council employee, Joe Halliday, working with housing generation. Should also make you aware that permission for an identical scheme to this one was granted back in 2021, but permission lapsed as commencement was not made within 3-year time periods. With recommending that we commit to balance.
Councillors. Councillor Holland.
Thank you, Chair, and thanks to the officer for this. Especially the photos, it looks like a beautiful area. If not served by the council, I'm sure. On the basis that this is going to be submission of the lapse permission, it seems logical. And we the recommendation.
Councillor Holland. Any other councillors wishing to speak? Councillor Beard.
Merely to second Councillor Holland's proposal, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for that, Councillor Beard. Do we have any other speakers? Okay, so if I formally propose and seconded to approve this, can I see a show of hands in support of this? And that's unanimous. Item is passed. Thank you, councillors. This item of business is the land of Douglas School, Bentley, North Bay. And I believe there's no update we found on that, so we state that as read and rest up here in 2 months' time. Back to this planning committee, are we content with that arrangement? No, it's agreed. Approved statute disclosure of exempt information and no exposure. No items of urgent business either. Any items of urgent business? So thank you very much, councillors. I'll just leave me to say thank you very much for your indulgence tonight. So this meeting is now closed. Have a safe journey home. Thank you.
Thank you very much.